Hi everyone, I'm Chris Cook. I'm an independent Scentsy consultant, in case you haven't guessed. I started out in Scentsy, I believe, oh my gosh, early fall last year, I'm going to say, late summer, something like that. And I didn't do much with it, but, I'm trying to start out, and, who knows, I hope that we can get this somewhere. So if you're interested in ordering or anything, just let me know. And I will be glad to help you out. I have been with Scentsy, we'll start there, since the pandemic. um, I have an Instagram account that I really got into, and it grew fairly quickly and then stayed stagnant. I have like 1,400 subscribers there, followers, whatever. And I really started that out as, with my love of candles. And I am going to get back into it and share more Scentsy. But I also like to share my home decor over there too. And I recently did a pretty big refresh. So if you would like to see that, please, let's do that. Go to my Instagram page, and I'll link that on here as well. But why wax? So growing up, my mom didn't like candles unless they were decorative, I guess. I don't even think she liked potpourri. We lit these candles that were in like tall glass jars that had like a wrap that was kind of frosted. I don't know, little glass, or not, little beads were on it, little plastic beads over that print. I don't know if any of you remember that. Those were the candles we lit every year. And that was it. She had a few others around. I remember having one of those. They are becoming more popular on Instagram now. That it was a pillar candle, but then people would slice it, and down in it, it would have like different colors, and then they would fold that wax as a design. But my mom only used those as someone else had said, like figurines. So that was my experience with candles growing up. And then I remember, I really think for me it was Bath and Body Works way back in the day. I'd still lived at home my early 20s, and Bath and Body Works, was a definite big thing in my life. And they came out with candles, and my first experience with their candles were, my favorite scent was Sun-Ripened Raspberry. So these beautiful raspberry pink candles, darker maroon. I thought they were so sophisticated. Wider pillar candles, and they came in different sizes. I redid my room at home, and then within a few months I moved out. But they didn't match my room, because that room was, I sponge painted the walls yellow, and my comforter and everything was like blue and white, gingham check, light blue though, not Bath and Body Works, and it had daisies all over it as well, and had some little daisy bouquets and all that fun stuff in there. And so I just set a couple of these candles out on my table or whatever in there. It was actually my chest that I now use as it was like a hope chest as my coffee table. And I had a blanket that matched. I can remember. So for me, that was probably my first candle experience. So then my now husband and I moved into an apartment, and of course those candles were such a big thing for us. I had black wrought iron candle holders, or wrought iron look candle holders. Maybe home interiors, maybe something like that. Um, and then I remember another candle type that Bath and Body Works came out with. It was in a clear jar, and I think these are on my Pinterest too. A clear little, not a canning jar, but a little jar and clear gel with, they looked more like strawberries and raspberries in my mind now, I don't know, but little fruit floating in there. And also sunrise ripened raspberry. That was my signature scent of that apartment and that time of my life. And if I can get Bath and Body Works sun ripened raspberry lotion, I will. I'll pick up a few. I don't remember it. I remember it being better, but I will still wear it. No problem. I wish they would come out with candles. So then, let's see. I got into that, Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, so then when my kids were young, I do remember Scentsy coming up. I'd go into one particular friend's house, and it would just smell delicious. It was baked apple pie, Scentsy. Mom told me about it. I didn't know what Scentsy was. And she had just 2 mini warmers. So that's what I thought Scentsy was, mini warmers. I didn't really have good places for those warmers. I had a very open concept house with big, very tall ceilings. Not a huge house, but very tall ceilings and open concept. So my cabinets were plenty, but I didn't have wall outlets except for like one where the coffee pot was, and one, we used for our cell phone chargers or whatever. So nothing that was really empty there. And then I had a big island which had outlets on it, but they were on the outside facing living and dining room, and my kids were little, so I knew for sure they would be, spilled over. So I did have a lot of Yankee warmers there. I had did a little collection of, I guess they were home warmers, maybe some figurines, I don't know. Oh, maybe like tea light holders, but they were chefs, so that was kind of my theme. And the little thing would just hang there, and the candle would be underneath. Also at that period of time, I did sell candles, candle accessories, not home interiors, and not Scentsy. So they had I can't remember. So they had the tea light holders for their warmers as well, and I did love those a lot. Love their candles. Had a pretty big collection of that as well. So then, let's see. So then I really get into Instagram and watching other people's accounts. There are a lot of, and YouTube, a lot of videos on Bath and Body Works hauls, and kind of started, although I, knew about Bath and Body Works and had started getting back into them. I guess, I did get into those candles and then found the Instagram and YouTube, and, of course that made me want to buy a lot more. When we moved to this house, I was able to gather up all those candles, and our basement has a bunch. This was my mother-in-law's house in the past, and she left it to us. So she had, a lot of stuff here. So there were a lot of shelving in the basement. She and her boyfriend worked in a grocery store locally, so it seemed like any time that the grocery store was getting rid of a display, they brought it home. So I have in my basement, along walls, all my candles stored, really, not displayed, by season. But I have a lot that are getting old down there. And you know, I want to be careful, of course, with the soot and everything. So I do use them, but my main use is now Scentsy Wax. So in 2020, and I'm sure about probably the year before that, I started I was watching Melanie, Mr. Kong's mom, of course, who I found through Lisa. Not Lisa Roberry, just another YouTube, did a lot of beauty then. I think she does blogging and like Goodwill type hauls to resell. But I can't remember her name. But found them. Of course, Melanie talked about Lisa Roberry, her best friend, blah, 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 Scentsy. So I started watching some videos, and a lot of what caught me, well, of course, her personality, right? But a lot of lost my words there. A lot of what really caught me was her love for things that were no longer available. So, you know, those were always mental notes for me. I should put my hands down, shouldn't I? So really she interested me, and then 2020 came, we were home. My daughter from college was home. My daughter, it was her senior year in high school, was home. And, you know, we had 4 dogs. We weren't, you know, we were going outside for walks and stuff, but we weren't really going anywhere. I wanted my house to smell good for, you know, to, you know, make the girls want to be here, that kind of thing. Make it smell good when my husband came home, that kind of thing. So Lisa's videos really, you know, started resonating with me, and I'm like, I got 2 warmers, one for the bedroom, which was the Zen Rock, and one for downstairs, because I had been watching, you know, to see what warmers I had, and none really resonated with me. And then I had finally found the Pink Himalayan salt warmer. Really, that one really resonates with me pretty deeply. Love those. I had a salt light, you know, Pink Himalayan salt light. Thought this will go in with my decor. And, you know, there we have it. And then, of course, I had to order more warmers. I don't know if I could tell you how many I have. Let me see. So I have 4 in my bedroom right now. It took me a while to get there, okay? Last spring summer catalog was when I ordered a couple of them, and then one came out no, I think I ordered the other 3. This room came to fruition, excuse me. And I have these 2 bubbled iridescent, which I currently have a green bulb in, and then you cannot see this, no way. Nope. The Rock Quarry, which I also added one of those downstairs. I might do a tour in here as well. There's not much to see, but I might do that as well. Living room, I have 5 that I'm five warmers. And I like my warmers to be decor pieces. Warmers such as bubbled iridescent, these are ones I own. Summer Rain, Rooftop Garden, Unbelievable. Rock Quarry, I feel, really goes with my decor, both upstairs and down. So I feel like that is a piece of decor. But I like my warmers mostly to be, you know, a piece of decor that maybe don't look like a warmer. Those Shining Light, I have new on my mantle, which I never put any on my mantle until this past holiday season, where I used that December warmer of the month. I can't recall the name of that, but the one that's like a lantern with frosted petals and snow-like figurine or cutouts on it. Love that. I have Coastal Light on my mantle now, and I just use those because I don't feel like I need more scent most of the time, right? So I use those just as like a light up there. And then I will give you a little tour. I have Twine to Unwind. My mantle in the center has on either side two, they were lights, they don't work anymore, two little mantle lights, whatever. They were a very rustic looking copper type thing. All I did with those was I sponge painted black craft paint on those. Nobody touches them, right? And I'm like, okay. And then I was gonna put my Twine to Unwind on there, and I'm on my mantle, and I was like, you know what? These will fit up there. I used some like museum putty on there. Put those up there, and honestly, they just look so cute and kind of bring some light to there. I put just a little bit too, a very glowy, very light. I didn't put the dish or the insert in those, if you know what warmers I'm talking about. But I'm telling you what I love, but why I love it. But I really do love Scentsy. I feel like Scentsy is, pretty safe. Of course, we're using electricity, but I feel like it's pretty safe, and I just think there's some beautiful pieces and works of art in their quality of work, and I really love using it, including their warmers. So the scents that I love are generally bakery. I love bakery scents, and it really gives me a piece of sense, sense of peace. Ooh. Sorry, I don't know how to edit videos. But a sense of peace with, walking into a room that smells good. I just think it's good for your senses. I like when people compliment it. It's something that I really enjoy. I can just sit in a room and really just take it all in and enjoy what I've been smelling. And, have always loved it. I think aesthetics is really important with it. But, the quality and, we all say we have scent memories attached to certain scents, and, of course, but every day I get to, I turn my warmers off at night. Okay. I keep a couple on in the bedroom, but I do turn my warmers off at night. But I get to wake up to wonderful smells every day. I get to come back into my house and it smells good. And that's very important to me because I know we all have a different smell to our house, and I don't want it to be, stale. I always open my windows because of that. I don't like that staleness, of course, like all of us. But scent is really something special to me. Yes, it's a hobby, or, maybe a sense of income at some point. But it means a lot to me. And it means a lot to my family too. My girls enjoy it, not as much as I do, but they enjoy it. They actually have an apartment together. So they use it in their apartment. And then I just get excited talking about it. My favorite smells, are you kidding? We're going to do a club haul next year, and I just can't wait to, start sniffing with you, or, showing you what I got, because I love it so much. So thank you guys for thank you guys for joining me here. Excuse me for my loss of words here and there. I hope you will, maybe subscribe, join me with my channel, because I'm going to try to get it back up here. I'm going to record a few videos, get us started back up here, and see where this goes too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. And please comment below, like my video, help me out a little bit. I would appreciate that. And, above all, thank you for watching right now. I appreciate you staying with me. Thank you.